Hare Krishna devotees, thank you so much for joining. So I'll just wait for a couple of minutes and then we'll start. Yeah. So as we discussed, anyway, Ram Navami has already over, but glories of Lord Rama is always, relishing pastimes. And now Hanuman Jayanti is coming, I think, after 2 weeks, and Sita Navami comes. So it's always good to hear. And last week we couldn't able to cover, so I thought we can cover the second one, and that's how we can start. So I'll share my screen and we'll sing a small version and then we can go ahead further. So this is a beautiful bhajan comes. Sri Ramachandra Kripal Bhaj Man Haran Bhav Bhaya Darunam Nav Kanj Lochan Kanj Mukh Kar Kanj Pad Kanjarunam Sri Ramachandra कृपाल भज मन हरण भव भय दारुणम नव कंज लोचन कंज मुख कर कंज पद कंजारुणम कंदर्प गणित यमित छवि नव नील नीरज सुंदरम पटपीत मानहु तरित रुचि सुचि नौमि जनक सुतावरम श्री रामचंद्र कृपाल भज मन हरण भव भय दारुणम नव कंज लोचन कंज मुख कर कंज पद कंजारुणम भज दीन बंधु दिनेश दानव दैत्यवंश निकंदनम रघुनंदयानंद कंद कौशल चंद्र दशरथ नंदनम श्री मुकुट कुंडल तिलक चारुदार अंग विभूषणम आजान भुज सर चाप धर संग्राम जित खर दूषणम इति बदति तुलसीदास शंकर शेष मुनि मन रंजनम मम हृदय कंज निवास कुरु कामादिखल दल गंजनम श्री रामचंद्र कृपाल भज मन हरण भव भय दारुणम नव कंज लोचन कंज मुख कर कंज पद कंजारुणम. So this beautiful bhajan comes in Sri Ramcharitmanas, and this describe that so many different beautiful qualities of Lord Rama. You know, so many beautiful names of Lord Rama, like Bhaj Deen Bandhu. He is the Deen Bandhu. He is the friend of the lower and the lowest. You know, and yeah, we are begging the mercy of Lord Ramchandra. Please, please bless me. Do give your kripa. You know. So this is a beautiful bhajan. So last time we discussed, maybe I offer my obeisances and then we can go ahead. Sorry, my throat is very bad, and Yamneshi Mata is not here, so today you have to tolerate me again as well. So seeking your blessings and prayers, yeah. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. श्रीचैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलम् श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताय पतये नमः। Thank you, devotees, for joining. So we'll try to cover some of the pastime of Lord Rama, and basically we'll trace the journey. Let's see how much we can cover it today. I have created some PPT. It's not that much good quality, but at least we can get see the some of the places, some of the references, and it has been mentioned like keep if we want to get the association of Lord Rama, we have to hear about the Lord Rama first, and then we become eligible to get the association of Lord Rama. So that's the glories of hearing the Lord Rama in ninth canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. It comes so so that's the beauty. So hope you can see my screen. So here see like last time we discussed about like how Valmiki got the blessings from Brahma ji to Lord to write the Ramayana, and how was the entire pastime, how he got selected, and how he met an accident where he was seeing that two birds were being killed by a hunter, and then later how Valmiki ji uh, was blessed by Brahma ji to write the Ramayana, and then later Laukus, because once you write the Ramayana, there should be someone who can promote as well, right? Uh, so you will have in companies like marketing department and advertising department. So then so beautifully Valmiki ji um, selected Lava and Kush. He trained them so beautifully that they used to go all around the places nearby, and they used to sing the glories of Lord Rama so beautifully that they were being blessed by so many rishis, munis around that one day the day will come and you will get the association of the person to whom you are singing. I mean to say, you will get the association of Lord Rama himself and you will get the blessings. They were not aware that they are the son of Lord Rama. And Laukus was also not aware that our father is Lord Rama. But they used to get blessings from so many rishis munis. And they literally went Ayodhya as well. And where Ramayana is known to everyone, isn't it? So that's the one of the literature where each Indians, having their heart. They must have heard in the childhood, adulthood, or anywhere like Ramanand Sagar or at least any of the serial, but everyone is well aware. So how they get at the final the blessings of rishis as Muni, and in front of Lord Rama himself, they go and sing the Ramayana, and every Adhyavasi becomes so beautiful, and that's how the uh, uh, Lavakush and Lord Rama they meet first time in Ayodhya. So beautiful story comes. So here basically there are three authorized literature. So one is like I'm like there are multiple authorized literature which I have put over here. There are like most common used and seen. So one is in Valmiki Ramayana, so which is written by Valmiki ji. Another is Ramcharit Manas, which is written in Avodhi language, which is written by Tulsidas ji. which is very popular in north side. And Tulsidas ji born in Uttar Pradesh. There is one place, Rajapur, and there is so beautiful pastime also, like how Tulsidas was too much affectionate to her wife in the beginning, and he did not have any single attraction to the Lord Rama in the beginning. And later, what happens, like her wife goes to her mother's place, and Tulsidas were not able to tolerate uh, the the time that his wife is not with him. And at the night, middle of the night, he get the remembrance of the wife, and there is a Yamuna river, they say, between the place where Tulsidas' wife and Tulsidas' place. And at the middle of the night, Tulsidas, goes. And there was a so heavy rain, but still somehow or other he managed to go and cross the Yamuna and goes to her wife place. And she becomes so astonished and so surprised and so embarrassed to see that, my husband has come in the middle of the night. And she becomes so embarrassed, to in front of a relative, that how my husband is there, who is not able to tolerate a separation for a one day himself. And then Tulsidas ji goes and see, he thinks like my wife will become very happy after seeing me, but the reaction was totally different. And wife becomes so angry that she tells such a brutal words that which pierce the heart of Tulsidas ji. And she says, like, even if iota of that love which you are showing, or intensity which you are showing me at the moment, at the middle of the night, if you would have fraction of attraction towards Lord Ramna, your whole life would have been glorified. And that touches the heart of Tulsidasi. And Tulsidasi takes the reverse back. He offers obeisances to her wife, and he comes back. And then the scenario comes after writing Ramcharitmanas, and see Tulsidasi wife comes, because after this incident, Tulsidasi leaves the place, and he leaves that area himself and goes to Varanasi to practice and to know about Lord Rama. And because Varanasi was the hub at that time, and Tulsidasi goes to learn about Lord Rama and Sanskrit and other literatures. So Tulsidas ji goes there, and after, once he becomes very famous, after getting the association of Hanumanji and getting the blessings, he right, Ramchindran comes back. He offer again obeisances to her wife that you are my Siksha Guru. I consider your Guru, because if you would have not told me those words on that day, I would have not written the Ramcharitmanas. And he accept as a Guru, and till the end of his breath. So that's how the Ramcharitmanas comes in the picture. And the more blessings comes from Hanumanji, because when Tulsidas ji went to Varanasi, he used to sing the glories of Ramcharitmanas, and not Ramcharitmanas, about the Ramayana. And Hanumanji personally used to come and listen from the Tulsidas ji. And Hanumanji becomes so affectionate the way Tulsidas used to glorify the Lord Rama Katha, that he blessed Tulsidas ji that one day it will come, and you will get the blessings of Ramji himself. And by the blessings of, but it says, like Tulsidas, I don't know the time, but definitely the day will come and you will get the blessings of Sita, Ram, Lakshman, Hanumanji, Sita, Ram, and Lakshman. So that same incident happens in like one of the place in Ramghat in Chitrakoot, where near to the Mandakini river, where Tulsidas used to daily wait for and wait to see that maybe this day, maybe next day, maybe this day, maybe this day, Lord Ramachandra will come and he will give me darshan. And he used to put the chandan. So there is a very famous chopai, I think many devotees know it, like, चित्रकूट के घाट पे भई संतन की भीड़ तुलसीदास चंदन घिसे तिलक करें रघुवीर सियावर रामचंद्र की जय. So what was the activity, devotional activity of Tulsidas ji? Tulsidas ji used to sit in the bank of Ganga, or you say in Mandakini, we say, and he used to put the tilak on the forehead of every person. And one day, special things happened. It was a regular activity, and Tulsidas ji, the moment he has put the tilak of one of the one of the person, he gets a special kind of vibration. He gets a special kind of energy, and the atmosphere he feels like totally has changed. And the moment he touches the person, the head of the person, he becomes different kinds of vibration, and whole body's hair gets a stand up. I'm like the stand on the end. We say like a um, Yuga itam nimeshena chakshusa. That verse comes right in the middle of Chaitanya Chasistastakam. So the kind of energy and the kind of devotion he feels, and the moment Lakshmanji hint, not Lakshmanji, Hanumanji was sitting as a parrot over there in the bank of Mandakini and hint. So this is no other than Lord Ramchandra himself. And the moment he get the darshan of Lord Ramchandra, Tulsidas bows down to the lotus feet of Lord Ramchandra and he get the blessings to Lord Ramcharitmanas. And that's how the blessings of Hanumanji he get the darshan of. So very special pastime, and that's how Sri Ramcharitmanas was being written. Different kants are there, like Balya Kand, Ayodhya Kand, Lanka Kand, Kishkindha Kand, and Aranya Kand, and that's how the different seven kants are there, and that's how this Ramcharitmanas is written by Tulsidas. And so that's how it is being very famous. And there is in Tamil and Hindi and different languages, this is like Kamba Ramayana, which is written by Kamba Muni. So that is one of the Ramayana is there. So these are like very popular Ramayans are there. So I'll go to the next slide. Uh, I'll just quickly tell the story of Ayodhya. So basically, what happens one time? I know this is a beautiful picture of Ayodhya recently has been taken, where different diya has been kept. So Ayodhya is known like who has no. The Ayodhya is a place where who never got defeated. No one can defeat Ayodhya. Ayodhya, the meaning itself is come. No one can defeat in the Yuddha. And second is like who was the king of that Dasrath, whose Ratha goes in all 10 directions. So he was like Chakravarti Samrat. And it was also being mentioned the meaning of Dasaratha is like, who all 10 senses are under fully controlled. You know, there is no lose of the senses, fully controlled. So that's a Dasrath name. So it's a beautiful story. Like Dasrath, like Ayodhya was full protected, beautiful place. All the citizens were so happy under the care of Dashrath Maharaj. Uh, but what happens one time? Uh, Basically what happens like one time like there was a drought. There was in Hindi is a sukha. There was no water for the farming. So basically the way of farming or the way of getting the water was through the rain and through the rivers. But what happened one time, drought happened, and then Dasrath Maharaj consult with the kings, like why, what happens, like and there was so much water that 12 years there was no water, but they didn't feel the scarcity. There was too much accumulation of water. After 12 years they realized, oh, there's some drought in the Ayodhya. Then they consult to the Brahmanas, and then Brahmanas said like I think there is a bad eye of Sunny towards the Ayodhya. And Dasrath ji becomes very angry. How come this Sunny can put the bad eyes? The Sunny Maharaj. Everyone put the oil on Sunny. So what happens like then a king become very angry and he goes towards Sunny to kill him, and to tell him not to put his bad eyes. And when Dasrath Maharaj goes, then he get hit by Sunny Dev and he start falling from the sky along with the Ratha. And what happens that time a big bird comes and it helps Dashrath Maharaj. So Dashrath Maharaj and his Ratha both fell down in the wings of that bird. And and that's how Dashrath Maharaj gets protection. And after this incident, uh, uh, and Dashrath Maharaj thanks to that bird, and he said, "What has happened?" So Dasrath Maharaj explained, "This has happened, and due to it we have brought." Then they both go, and again, okay, let's go and fight again. The Sunny and the Sunny say, "Oh, they came back again," and uh, he paid obeisances. I mean, say he thinks now I'm not going to win. And then Sunny Dev say, okay, so he said, why you have put bad eyes on our side in Ayodhya? And then later he said, okay, no problem. Then he take the bad eyes on back, and that's how the rain happens after that. That's what's mentioned in the in this Ramcharitmanas. And then what happens after when uh, Dasrath Maharaj comes safely back, and he thanks to that bird that you have saved my life. Thank you so much. How can I serve you? How can I please you? And then um, that bird was no other than Jatayu. So the Jatayu says, like you all do know a story how Jatayu being was helping. He was trying to fight with Ravana when Ravana was kidnapping to Mother Sita. And Jatayu says, no problem, you don't give me, but whenever you get any son, please consider that son as a my son. So that the promise Jatayu says. So the latest story, what happens like when Ravana kills Jatayu. So Jatayu gets the opportunity to personally being fire given by Lord Rama, uh, which was not fortunately facilitated to his own father Dasrath Maharaj, because Dasrath Maharaj leaves the body when Ram goes for exile. But the same Jatayu is being given the Shraddha and everything being done by Lord Rama himself. That's how he get the position of father. So this happens due to this story. So that's how Dasrath Maharaj comes back to the so that this past time comes. So what happens, like Dasrath Maharaj had so many kings, queens, and sub queens. So there were three prominent queen Kaushalya, Sumitra, and Kaikeyi. And it has been mentioned like 350 something other queens were there. So but there were Dasrath Maharaj was not happy because they did not have any son. And Dasharat Maharaj has one daughter, I think. Yeah, the daughter was there before one. Her name was Santa. The Santa was being given to Romabhadra Maharaj. Later, she gets married. So what happens here? Like they did not had any son. So Dasharat Maharaj was very unhappy, very unhappy. So Srila Prabhupada, I was reading Srimad Bhagavatam first canto preface. So Srila Prabhupada also writes in that, in this material world, even though all the luxuries are there, uh, all the instruments are there, and all the facilities are there to become happy, and but the material world has been designed in such a way where the things which is lacking in the life, our intention, our mindset, and our intensity and our attraction goes to that direction only. So in one sense, you see, like Dasrath Maharaj has everything, but the one point was constantly pinching him that I don't have any son. I don't have any son. Who will rule this world? Who will rule this world? So it's similar, like Prabhupada give the analogy of this material world. No one is happy. Everyone is constantly dukhalem asaswatam. Dukhalem means which is the place of misery. Now, Shashwata means temporary. So in this also, it's like payasam mix with the sand. So if you mix the sand in the payasam, it looks sweet, but it will pinch every time. It will pinch every time. So apparently it feels happiness, but it's a distress. You know. So similar situation was there with Dashrath Maharaj. You know, he was having everything. Adhya was such a beautiful, and everyone was happy. But one which was constantly pinching that I don't have any son. Then after discussing with many ministers and Brahmana, Dasharat Maharaj comes to know that if we do any Ashwamedha Yajna and the Putra Troshti Yajna, then that way we can he can get son. So, but who will do that yajna? Because there should be some special person also who can do that yajna. So then the Vasishtha Muni says there one very special Brahmana. His name is Rishi Shringa. Rishi Shringa, if that Brahmana does the yajna, Putra Kameshti yajna, then definitely you'll get a son. And I'm like, there is a beautiful story again comes for Rishi Shringa, like how Rishi Shringa comes in the picture. Maybe I'll take a couple of minutes to explain that story. So what happens one time, there was with Rishi Bribhandak. So Rishi Bibhandak was doing a very great tapasya in the forest. And whenever any tapasya happens, who is the person who get bewildered? It's Indra. So now Indra was, got bewildered. "Oh, this guy is gonna take my kingdom, because if he did too much tapasya, then he is gonna ask my, Swargaloka, and my position will go. And then what the next things happens? He calls the Apsara. But Rishi Bibhandak was very, very expert. He was not like, he get disturbed by any dance or something like that. Then, and then what happens? Like Indra personally goes to Brahmaloka and he asks Brahmaji, "Can you send any Apsara?" Realized Apsara. Because in Indraloka there was not realized Apsara. So he goes to the Brahmaloka and requests Brahmaji, "Can someone can, volunteer for this service? Because this guy is gonna take my kingdom." And Brahmaloka, there will be like special apsaras, those who don't dance or something like that. Like, Menaka and those are there from Indraloka, Menka and Urvashi and all. So, Vishwamitra story, how he get, disturbed by those. So, but everyone knows like Vibhanda Rishi is not a ordinary, he's a very special soul. Then they get the self-realized apsara from Brahmaloka. And that, I'm forgetting the name of. Uh, her name was Varsha or Harsha. Please forgive me. Varsha or Harsha. That lady, Apsara name who comes from Brahmaloka. Okay. So when that lady comes, she's not gonna dance, because they are self-realized souls, So she comes near to the Bibhandaka and she sits down and she also started reciting so many sloka, so powerful sloka, and that attracts the mind of Bibhandak Rishi. And he said, "Oh, why? What are you doing here in the jungle? And you are disturbing my, tapasya. And I know you are going to, allure me uh, with yourself as a lady. You are going to allure me, and you are going to disturb my tapasya. Don't do here. Go away." So, and then that Apsara was also self-realized. He said, "I'm not this body. I'm this spirit soul. How can you tell that I am a lady? A self-realized person is always a soul." And then Vivanda Krishna said, "What you want exactly?" Then he said, "I want to beget a children with you." And they said, "I know your, intention." And then Vivanda Krishna said, "Take this, a potency, and uh, you can use for the begetting the children." That's how Apsara considered that this rishi does not have any inclination toward the kingdom or the position of Swargloka and all. He don't. Then she understood the intention, but still he got that potential, on her. Uh, so then she said, "I'm not going to beget a children. What should I do?" Then what happens? See, there was a one deer nearby, and she put that spiritual potential on deer, and that's how deer becomes the pregnant. And after some time, what happens? Like, uh, Bibhanda Krishi, he hears the sound of a baby, and he goes nearby. And then when he goes there, he understood, oh, this lady, this, and she left her. And then because that potency was given by Vibhanda Krishi, he becomes as a boy only, even though he was uh, in the tummy of deer, but he gets uh, the he gets the two tons, like, like a deer, and that's how his name becomes Rishi Shringa. Now Bhivandak Rishi becomes so unhappy with that lady that, and he becomes too, because she left a very small boy in the forest, not knowing, and he become very jealous, and, very bad hatreds towards a woman. And he promised that, "I will raise this child like anything, and I will not allow in ever in his life association of woman. I will train him like a brahmachari, and I will make him a sannyasi." That's the vow he takes, uh, and he start taking care of the Rishi Shringa, because he had two sing, thorns. So that's how his name is Rishi Shringa comes. And then he takes the promise that, he will never see the any woman face. And what happens one time, the daughter of Dasrath Maharaj, whose name was Santa, was given to Romabhadra Maharaj and Romabhadrapad Maharaj. And Romabhadrapad also get one time drought in his kingdom. And the advice is given, any person who has never seen any woman in his entire life, if that person comes to your kingdom, then automatically rain will start happening. And everyone thought, how we can find such a person who has not seen any woman in his life. At least after birth, he might have seen the face of her mother at least, how it is possible. But the Brahmanas says, no, no, there is one person, Rishi Shanya. You call them, and the moment he will enter, then this Romabhadra Maharaj, who was the adopted father of the Santa, the daughter of Dasrath, and he make arrangement and he announce who's that lady who's going to help with this task, because everyone was aware, Rishi Vindak, we will become very angry if he sees, because he was well protected, well guarded in the forest, and no one was allowed to come near him. And then some of the ladies, for the sake of their kingdom, so that drought can go away, and we have nice rains, they volunteer and they become the as a rishi. The 4 5 ladies becomes as a rishi. They decorate themselves as a rishi, and they goes to the ashram, nearby ashram of the Vivandak. And whenever Vivandak goes out for taking the kandamula or some fruit from the forest, they invited Rishi Shanga, and they said, "Who are you?" They said, "You are Rishi. We are Rishi. Both are Rishi." And that's how they started, talking about some scripture, literature, and some sloka. And he gets very impressed, and they say, "What you eat?" She said, "Like we eat kandamul," and they started feeding him rasgulla, gulab jamun, and different variety of sweet. And in entire life, he had just only fruits and the vegetables and kandamul, and he becomes so fascinated by the taste that next day they said, "You come tomorrow also and bring it." And the next day also these ladies comes in the form of rishi, and they also feed the rishi shanga again back. And he becomes he becomes addicted with that sweet, and they keep on continuously. That's how they made the friendship with rishi. And when rishi shanga touched those ladies, he said, "Oh, you are very soft," not realizing that they are women. And that's how they drag him, and one day they take him. Okay, we will take to our ashram, and we'll show you something different. And that's how when Rishi Shanga goes to Romabhadrapad Maharaj area, and the moment he enters, so beautiful rain happens, and everyone becomes so happy. And Romabhadrapad Maharaj comes to, he was a king, and he pay obeisances to Rishi Singha, and he asked for the forgiveness, that we have uh, like fooled you in one sense, but this was the requirement. That's why we have called you. So please forgive us. And that's how he gives her daughter Santa to Rishi Shanga. So now the connection comes over here, that Dashrath Maharaj was being told that if this Rishi will perform the yajna at your place, and that's how you will get the son. Yeah. So the yajna was being performed, and this is the next slide. And in that yajna, Dashrath Maharaj receives a uh, uh, payasam, sweet kheer, and you can see from the fire, a beautiful person comes in hand over that payasam to Dasrath Maharaj, and Dasrath Maharaj divide this payasam like one and a half, 1/4, and 1/8 to all the three prominent wife. And so from Kaushalya, Ram comes, and Bharat, Lakshman, and Ram, Lakshman, Bharat, Satrughan. So these all come. So Lakshman used to do service of Ramji, and Bharat was being served by Lakshman. So that's how they used to keep in order. So that's how Lord Ram appears in the Shyavar Ramachandra ki jai. So I made it very short because Ram Navami already finished. And so I didn't go in details. Yeah. So I'll just quickly go. So that's how Lord Rama appears, uh, and then we'll come to the exile pastime. So this is the one of the Ayodhya, the first place where Lord Ramachandra exiled. So we'll try to trace the history. We have some time. Uh, so Ayodhya was the one of the place where Lord Rama born, and then I'll come to the pastime of the exile. So we all know, like, Kaikeyi becomes he asked the boon from the Dasarat Maharaja, and you spoiled by the association of mantra. And she asked, like, my son Bharat should be given to the kingdom, and he should become a king, and Ram should send out 14 years for the exile, and that's how it happens. So now you will be wondering, like, why 14 years has been only mentioned, you know, why 14, why not 15, why not 16? So it has been mentioned, like, how Lord Ramachandra went for 14 year of exile and came back to Ayodhya. So similarly, like, the devotees, if they practice Krishna consciousness or bhakti, so 14 years are being compared to 14 planetary system, you know 14 planetary system. So if someone cross all this floor planetary system, then he will able to achieve the Lord Rama place, so that's how this. So like we have now Patal, Rasatal, Mahatal, Talatal, Sulatal, Vital, Atal, Patal. So earth planetary system also, if we cross this, then we can able. So that's how the 14 years represent one year planetary system. And one time, what happened, Srila Prabhupada was being asked from one of the sannyasi disciple, and I think one of the reporter, that Swamiji, you are such a old person, you became very old. You should sit at one place and preach. You should not travel so much. And Srila Prabhupada said, I am traveling so that you don't need to travel for 84 lakh species. Where we say 84 lakh species, we have to go through, take a human form of life. Should propose, I'm traveling all over the world so that you need not to travel, and you can directly reach to Goloka Vrindavan, by reading my books, you know, and by reading this literature and by knowing about the Krishna, so that's why I'm putting my heart to travel. And one time also, one conversation comes, I think, where uh, uh, what's Maharaj's name? One of the sannyasi disciple of Srila Prabhupada, and he said, like, Srila Prabhupada, why you travels? And Prabhupada jokingly said, so that no one can catch me, you guys. So that's one of the pastime comes. Yeah, Mataji, I can go back. Yeah, so the reference was just to give that reference, but I'm not going to explain this one. But yeah, this is the 14 planetary system, Mataji. Sorry, let me hide this. Yeah, so this is the planetary system. This comes in the second canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. You can go the creation. So it describes in all the planetary system, Sri Vishnu, Garbhodaksha Vishnu, Mahavishnu, and Chirodaksha Vishnu. How the universe comes in one bubbles, and how in exhale and exhale entire universe, where the Durga Devi lives, where the Sadasiva lives, where is Ayodhya Dham, you know. So this is a planetary system, like lower planet, middle planet, and higher planet. I just wanted to compare uh, with the 14 years of exile. So yeah, is it okay, Mathe? I can go ahead now. Yeah. So this how Srila Prabhupada said, I'm traveling so that you don't have to travel to each species, and you. So I am here to break your cycle of birth and death and direct Golok Vrindavan. You can go. So that's why I'm traveling a lot. So I'll just quickly take this one, and we'll see if I can we can discuss some of the pastime from each places. So this I just brought the wherever the Lord Rama went. So first place is like Ayodhya, which we just discussed. Ayodhya comes in Uttar Pradesh, in northern part of India. And after Ayodhya, when Lord Ramachandra when two, I have put the Janak Puri is Nepal. It's a not in the past time, but it's a basically described, like there is also some here and there is the where Mother Sita is born, but some says, like, Janakpuri, Ayodhya, Janakpuri in Nepal, where Mother Sita was born, which I have put the second point. So what happens after Ayodhya, when Lord Ram goes for exile for 14 years, he uh, crosses the uh, Mandakini, not Mandakini, there is one Ganga river. I'm forgetting the name of that place where Nishad Raj Guha, who was the Kevat or boatman who helped to cross the Lord Rama. So that comes after Prayag, near to the Prayagraj. So first Ayodhya, and with the help of rishis, he comes across the Prayagraj where the Valmiki ashram is there, Bharadwaj Muni ashram is there. So the first place where Lord Ramchandra and Mother Sita and Lakshman goes. And from third to fourth, the Chitrakoot. Chitrakoot is like one of the very prominent place where like most of the time, like out of 14 years, more than 12 year is being spent over there in the Chitrakoot. So what happened like when Lord Ram goes to Prayagraj, then he meets the Bharadwaj Muni, and Bharadwaj Muni was asking like, where should I spend my time, for exile? And then Bharadwaj Muni explained about the beauty of Chitrakoot. And Chitrakoot, Koot means the mountain, the place where hills and mountain and forest are only there, so that you can go and you can have a special pastime with Mother Sita. So that fourth place comes in Chitrakoot. You know, I'll go in quick and then I can explain maybe some of the. Then it comes to the fifth place in Dandakaranya forest. You know, uh, it's in the southern part of India, and then it goes to the Nasik. Nasik is like where Panchavati, where Mother Sita was being taken by this Ravana, and it comes in Maharashtra. And then this Lekapati comes in Andhra Pradesh, where Lord Rama meets Jatayu. Jatayu was being killed by, and he was waiting for Lord Rama to come. And this is Rishinmukha mountain. And Rishinmukha mountain where Hanumanji meets first time to Lord Ramji. And this is Hampi where Bali and Sugriva. So Bali and Sugriva, like it was the kingdom of Bali, and later when Sugriva make friendship with Lord Ram, and Lord Ram helps to kill the Kali, and then that area is come. There's also a beautiful story. I mean, so like all Vanaras come. So basically, what happens when this yajna was going on to bring this Putreshti yajna by Dasrath Maharaj, parallelly, all the demigods, praying to Brahmaji, and what kind of boon you have given to this Ravana, he is making chaos in the entire creation, because he has made literally each demigod as a personal servant, Navagraha, he used to keep all the one graha in each stairs, and with their head he used to go and sit into the throne. Rahu and Ketu, they were hanging in his palace, and and the moon and sun, whenever he was feeling cold, tell to sun, hey, can you increase your hotness, I am feeling cold. And the sun, so they were all being like a maid servant, and he used to torture them like anything. So they all were uh, asking Brahmaji, can you please help us to come out this situation? We are being dragged like, we we are called demigod, but here like a servant we are being treated. Can you please help us? Then Lord Vishnu, Brahma said, Lord Vishnu will come, and Lord Rama. But you also have all have to come and assist Lord Rama, because what happens like when Ravana was asking a boon from Brahmaji, out of pride and ego, he says he asked for the immortality, and then Brahma said, "No, even I am not immortal. How can I give you immortal award, which I myself don't have?" Then. Um, from out of pride ego, he tells, this cannot kill me, this cannot kill me, no one can kill me. And then he forgot that Vanara and humans. He was thinking, oh, how come Vanara or any normal human being can kill me? So out of pride, he don't put those names. That's how Lord Rama comes in the form of human, and he sent the Vanara. So Brahmaji says, you all go and assist Lord Rama in this mission, and you help become an army. So that's how different, like, Hanumanji comes like, Pavan Putra Hanuman, the son of Vayu Devta, and then Sugriva. Sugriva and Bali. Sugriva comes from Shan, the father was Sun, and the Bali comes from Indra, you know. So Angad, they all come. So there is also a beautiful story of how Sugriva and Bali comes, you know. Maybe I will not go in detail. So yeah, so because it has been mentioned like those who were the pastime of Sugriva and Bali's birth, they will never have desire to go to the Swargloka. You know, that's the Falashruti we say, na? So they will not have desire to go to the any heaven higher planetary system because yeah, there is different system. Maybe I'll skip, we'll go ahead. So yeah, so they're like, you know, Sugriva Bali mother is same, but their father is different. So for Bali is the father is Indra, and Sugriva father is a Sana. And so that's how, and their mother is Varuni, I think their name is there. If I'm not wrong. So that's how the Lekhapati comes, and then Rameshwaram and Thalai Minar, and then Asok Vatika. And Thalai Minar is the place where Ravana was being killed, and Rameshwaram is the place where Lord Ram personally installed the deity of Lord Shiva. So that's the place. I'll go quickly in. So this whatever I showed you, that is again like Ayodhya, Prayag, Chitrakoot, Panchvati, Lekapati. These are the symbols, and you know, Kiskindha. Rama found a friend of Sugriva and also helping him in the throne of Kiskindha back from Bali. We have 10 minutes. Let's see how much we can cover. Then is Rameshwaram, is the Das and Kalaimana, where the main battle has happened. So I'll tell some of the maybe one or two story uh, of maybe I'll tell this story because devotee will release the Yamuna and Remuna and Chitrakoot connection. So uh, one time what happened when Lord Rama was in Chitrakoot, and they don't used to live at one place because it was a big forest and it was a very beautiful place. So Lord Ramchandra, Mother Sita, and Lakshman, they used to keep on changing their place from one place to another place. And one time, what happened? They were in a hut, and it was too heavy rain, and the hut was being broken because due to heavy wind. And they went and took the shelter nearby the Rishi's ashram or nearby the cave where they were living. And they went inside, and Mother Sita and Lord Rama was there, and Lakshman was there. And Lord Rama was so happy that time, and he was smiling a very different way. You know, sometimes you know the smile from the corner comes. You know. And Mother Sita asked, like, "Why are you smiling so happily?" He said, "No, just smiling." He said, "No, this is smiling something totally blissful and uh, different." And then Lord Rama, because what happens, like it was raining, so some cows broke their area because it fell down, and the cows came out of their courtyard, and they were all running here and there and playing with the water in the small cows and big cows all together. And Lord Rama was so happy seeing those cows, and he said, now it's Sati Yuga, and in Dwapar Yuga, I will come as a Krishna, and I will play these cows, and I will be cow herding these cows my whole day. That will be my daily routine. So after relishing this pastime, I'm becoming so happy and joyful that this is gonna happen, and I'm very that made me smile. And Mother Sita said, "Oh my God, she also released, and she said, my husband, Lord Sri Ramji, I want to see your face, how you will look like." And she insists, I want to see how you look like. And then what happened? Lord Ramchandra says, "Okay, no problem. I will show you in couple of days." And then Lord Rama takes a rock, a big rock, and with the arrow, he makes the beautiful photo of Krishna in the mountain with the help of arrow, and he makes the beautiful eyes, beautiful lips, beautiful head, and beautiful creation Lord Rama does. And Mother Sita becomes so happy by seeing that photo, I'm like seeing that deities, she start worshipping, So Mother Sita, whenever they were in Chitrakoot, uh, Mother Sita daily used to worship the deity of Krishna, and she used to offer the kandamula and the fruits to the deities. And then what happens after some times, when Lord Rama moves ahead from Chitrakoot to other place, southern part of India, deity was being left over there. And one time, what happened, like when Brahmaji comes, he said, "Oh, no one is worshipping," and he knows that Lord Rama himself personally made these deities, and he start worshipping those deities. So he used to come very regularly to worship. Now what happens? Like one time, Lavanga Maharaj, he was the king of Odisha. He visits this place Chitrakoot, and when he sees the deities of Krishna, he becomes so happy by seeing, but he becomes so unhappy also, like how such a beautiful deities are, just left like that. No one is taking care of those deities. And he was not aware that Brahma comes regularly over here to worship these deities. And at the night also, he gets a dream that, yeah, not many people are able to take the opportunity to worship and, worship me and, get my darshan and get my blessings. So he gets the dream from Lord Krishna himself and to take to the Odisha. Now, this deity was being cursed by Lord Rama. Lavanga Maharaj he was a king, King Lavanga, you can say. He takes to the South India or near to the Odisha, and he placed the place in Remuna, you know. And once these deities goes over there, everyone becomes so happy. Everyone becomes so happy, and they decide to keep the name of these deities. What we should name of these beautiful deities. And when they start observing the deities, so they see um, um, in that stone, so many cows are being carved. There are gopis also being carved, like so because Lord Rama was happy that I will play with cows, I'll play with the gopis, and so he has carved the cows and gopis and different in all while making the deities. So all devotees in the Remuna decide the name, and you will very happy and surprised to see the connection here. The name is Gopinath. So I don't know how many devotees you have visited Gopinath, but I'm sure many of you have heard the pastime of Kheer Chor Gopinath, where Madhavendra Puri pastime comes, like this deity personally stole one cup of one cup of kheer for Madhavendra Puri when Madhavendra Puri comes from Vrindavan to Odisha or southern part of Odisha to get the uh, chandan, you know, for Lord Krishna. So this is the same deities, Kheer Chor Gopinath in Ramuna, which was personally being carved by Lord Rama, and he has stolen one pot for Madhavendra Puri. So that's how the Ramuna and Chitrakoot connection is there. I'll see. Okay, maybe a 4 minute. I'll cover one more pastime and then. So this is the place which I was mentioning, like uh, Tulsidas ji got the darshan of Rama and Lakshman, and here Hanumanji is being Hanumanji blessing Tulsidas ji in Varanasi that one day you will get darshan of Lord Ram. And this we discuss the Ramuna and Chitrakuta story. And this is Janaki Kund. This is the place where Mother Sita used to take the bath. And there is a Mandakini river. Mandakini river is being brought by Sati Anusuya. So there are also beautiful pastime from Sati Anusuya. This is a Hanuman Dhara. This is a special place as a Hanuman Dhara where Hanumanji one time came here and took a dip, and that Dhara is still there, even though Sukha ho jaye, there is no water, but that water never finishes. So this is a place, Hanuman Dhara. This also comes in Chitrakoot. This is Phatik Sila. I'll not go in the past time, but this is a place where uh, in like one crow comes and he try to pinch Mother Sita, and he tried to pinch the Mother Sita, and Lord Ram becomes very angry because the blood starts coming from from Mother Sita, and he hit with one small grass, and it breaks the uh, like, I mean, like, that crow goes all over the world, all over the universe to find the place, but that the grass was not leaving him behind. The finally he comes in the feet of Lord Ramchandra that, please help me, this is coming and I had it offenses. And the Lord Ram said, I already thrown, it cannot go anywhere. I'm like, it has to suit somewhere. Better it goes in your eyes, and it goes another eyes of the crow. And so that's why it says, like, that the crow have two eyes, but one eyes is blind because Lord Ramchandra, uh, puts the puts the arrow on the eye. So from that day onwards, Kaka, Kaka means kawa or crow having only one eyes. They have two eyes, but they cannot see from one eye. So this special pastimes happens over here. This Ram Sutra Brahma Gras Kakashura. Yeah, his name is Kakashura. Maybe quickly I'll say this pastime Atri. So there is a place of Anusuya ashram. So Anusuya, like Sati Anusuya, and Sati Anusuya and Atri. So if you see here, when Mother Sita comes in the Chitrakoot and Atri Muni ashram, and Anusuya sees that, she is a, young lady. She's recently got married, and she does not have any ornaments to wear, because a lady, like those who was married ladies, should be always be decorated for the pleasure of their husband. So then she gives a lot of, tips, how about the chastity of a good wife, and how should be a good serving wife should be there, how he should serve the husband, and how she should be ideal woman. And parallelly, she gives lot of ornament, because when Mother Sita comes from Ayodhya, she does not carry even a single ornament, because they comes as a Vanvashi bhes, like, Lord Ramchandra was wearing a Vanvashi, he just, having dhoti and some other, nothing there in their upper body. Similarly, Mother Sita also leaves all the ornaments and comes. So Sati and Suya, she gives so much ornaments to Sita, and the same further when, Lord when Ravana was kidnapping Sita, and she started throwing the ornaments just to show that if Lord Ram comes behind me, he can trace me that where I went. So these are the same ornaments given by Sati Anusuya to Sita, that which was being helped to trace Lord Rama later, whereas Sita might have, taken which way. Yeah, so that was given over here. And Sati and Suya was like so powerful, and that she brought the Mandakini river. So if you know the Mandakini river, it's originated in Chitrakoot only, and uh, and that was the power of, Sati and Shriyaji, that she brought by the prayers to Bhagirathi, and those biggest stories there. So that's how it comes. And if you see the three kids, these are a Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. So their wife, very jealous to Sati and Suya, like the Saraswati, Lakshmi, they all become very jealous to Sati and Suya by hearing the Sati. So they wanted to test that Satitva. And like, there's a quick, I'll tell, there's a pastime where, they Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, they all comes and they ask to serve the Sati and Suya as a naked, and serve all these person. And she serves as a motherly woman. And then later they all become the son of, Sati and Suya. They are Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. And so that's how it comes. So I'm like, they are incarnation of Brahma, Vishnu, Mahendra, Datreya Muni, Durvasha Muni, and one more rishi is there. So I'm forgetting the name. So these three comes like that, yeah. So they were incarnation of Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. This is one of the Gupta Godavari in the Chitrakoot, where the hidden Godavari is there. So it originated from there. It's a very beautiful place. So many devotees goes, and it's like a cave, like 500 to 600 cave is there inside, and so beautiful water comes from there. Uh, maybe I'll not go this pastime. This one of the pastime. Yeah, yeah. Maybe I'll just tell this and I'll close this one. So this is the, like, mountain. Like, as we have, um, Giriraj Govardhan in Vrindavan. Similarly, Kamadgiri mountain is there in Chitrakoot. So where Lord Ramchandra used to reside. This is like 5 kilometer parikrama, and it is considered as a younger brother of Giriraj Govardhan. Kamadgiri Bhayo Rama Prasada. So when Lord Ramchandra was going from Chitrakoot, people are asking, like, Bhagwan, you were with us for so many years. Now, how we can, how we can bear your separation, and you are going, we cannot tolerate you. Then Lord Ramchandra said that Kamadgiri Bhayo Rama Prasada. I am giving this mountain as a my prasad. So if you worship me, it's equally worship. If you worship this mountain, it is equally worshipping to me. So that's how after that devotees worship this mountain as a prasad, uchist of Lord Ramchandra, as I mentioned, like Ka, uh, Chitrakoot Chintaharan. Anyone comes in the Chitrakoot, all their anxiety is being taken care by this mountain. And Kamadgiri. Kamadgiri means whatever Kamada, whatever desire you have, that all will be fulfilled. So that's the meaning of this Kamadgiri. And this is the Bharat Milap. You all know the famous story, like how Bharata comes and he takes the Paduka of Lord Ramchandraji, and he takes bags and he stays in Nandigram. So I thought to discuss more about the Nandigram and this Bharat Milap Leela, but I think we are lacking time, so I'll just quickly go. So this happens also in Chitrakoot. So if you see this one, this is the mountain, and this is the Charan Chin. People say, like, when Bharat and Lord Rama met together, that earth melted down by seeing the affection and love and genuine care for both of them. So this melted down. So that's the place of Bharat Mila. And this is the place where Ram Sayya. So our ISKCON Chitrakoot has got beautiful place here. There's a like 1.5 acre land to build the temple. This is Ram Sayya. This is a stone where Ramchandra, if you see, this Sita is this side, Ram is this side. So they used to lie at the night time, lie down. And there is a uh, another different mountain, no, not mountain, the kind of stone is there, backside where Lakshmanaji used to live. So this is a Ram Sayya. So it's like the places where Lord Ramchandra used to sleep. And this is the place from where the Lakshman used to go and give the take, because it has been mentioned like 14 years Lakshmanaji didn't sleep only. So this is the mountain all around. I used to go and take care of the mother Sita and Ramji. Okay, I'll not go in detail. So I thought to explain these are some of the places. This is the maybe last I'll tell. This is the place where actually Bharat wanted to come and do the Rajya Abhishek of the Ramji in the Chitrakoot himself and bring him back to Ayodhya. And so, due to that preparation, he brings the water from all the auspicious rivers around the world, and all the rivers, places, and he brings the water. Now they have so much water, and they were in plan that we will do Rajya Abhishek. Abhishek means we'll do the Panchamrit Abhishek and all. Na? So similar Abhishek they were trying to do with the different sanctified water from different rivers. And then later they thought, Lord Ramna is getting agreed to go back. So what should we do? So they put all the water in the well. So this well. So this is called Bharat Koop. Koop means kuwa or well. So and this water taste is amazing. I mean, so like it's a Bisleri and Aquafina. Everything is failed out after drinking this water, and whatever happens, but their taste never goes. Such a and some people says, like drinking this cure a lot of disease as well. So that's the people follow. So this is there. So thank you so much, devotees. I think it's already we are late. I'm very grateful for your time and hope you have released some of the pastime of Lord Ram. Please forgive me if I made some mistake while telling or anything which was not appropriate, and I yeah, please forgive me for that. So we'll see you next week, and maybe we'll discuss something different. Yeah. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णवन की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय।
Thank you so much for the lovely session, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for a blessing.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Blood circulation Hare
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare